Hi! 1.20 is out. Yes, that's right, the 1.20 update of Minecraft has just released. It actually released yesterday as of recording this, because I didn't actually have a chance to play on release day. But I kind of want to focus on doing some of the new things in the update in survival. I kind of would love to experience all the new stuff, like, firsthand. And today, I really want to find one of those cherry blossom biomes. That was probably my favorite looking thing from this new update, to be honest. So sadly, the base will kind of have to stay in this incomplete state for now, because, well, I kind of need the mod Lightmatica to be able to fully build this. I don't want to have to build all these redstone contraptions without the use of a mod like Lightmatica that basically tells me where to place stuff, because knowing me, I would get something wrong and I would break the entire redstone storage system. I do believe there should be a cherry grove biome somewhere in this direction around the coordinates 2000, 1000? Let's go have a look. I hope these 34 rockets are going to take me the whole way. I should keep an eye out for the new structure in this update, which is the trail ruins. That was a new thing they added. It does actually generate in the jungle biomes. It's like a terracotta thing underground that you excavate out using the new brush item, which is another thing they added into the game. We've got a meadow. Do we have a cherry grove? Give it to me. Oh, yes we do. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This biome is amazing. Oh, this is actually so cool to see one in the actual survival game for the first time. That was such a cool feeling, and this one looks quite big, doesn't it? And I'm sorry if you're experiencing any stutters during this video. That is just vanilla Minecraft for you. Man, it's a shame to have to destroy some of these trees just to get the wood, but I'm gonna have to. I'll try and get rid of maybe this one here that's on its own. Man, that sound is so cool. That's a new sound, I believe. Getting a little bit dark now, but I didn't bring a bed. I would love to build something here. This is such a beautiful biome. Man, that is such a cool, like, sight. Look at that. I mean, I feel like I always gush about the generation in this game, but, like, that is beautiful. And now, because I don't have my map, I have no idea how to get home. I think I rely on that map too much, but I think it might be this way. Probably not. No, that number's getting smaller. That way. I have 8 rockets. Is this the right way? I literally have no idea. I'm totally now not walking all the way back home because I forgot to bring all my rockets with me and my ender chest. Oh, I fell. Okay, I guess while we're here, it's a good opportunity to try out one of the new features in the update, which is the chest boat. So let's make a cherry boat there, and we can stick a chest in it. Right now, it's not really that useful because I don't have a full inventory. I have no idea where I am right now, but I think I'm going the right way. In theory, if I keep going straight in this direction, I should get back to my base. Ah! Yes, there it is. I can finally use these towers for what they were meant to be used for. This is the first time I've actually had to use them when I've not had rockets or anything. And you can just about make it to the top level here. That is perfect. That is exactly what they were designed for. That was certainly an adventure here. So let's have a look what we got out of it. Let's go into this little island here. This is nice. We've got the cherry log, which I love. And it also has a stripped variety as well. That is lovely. A lovely building block. We also got the cherry sapling, so I can grow some more of these cherry trees if I need to, and I definitely will because I love these blocks. Obviously, these craft into all the cherry planks and stuff, which are equally as nice. I love them. I kind of want to incorporate them into some kind of build here. And we also have the pink petals, which are an amazing foliage block. You can place them in like all 4 different directions here and create some very nice little variations on the floor. I have already got some purpley flowers here, so I wonder how they'd fit in an island like this. And I had this little bush here that used to have a moss carpet on, but I've replaced that moss carpet with some of the pink petals, and I gotta say, that looks pretty cool. That's a pretty cool little detail there. They kind of do match with the spore blossom here. I do believe if I do this, they can be farmed. Yes, that is amazing. In fact, I think that's what today's main build will be. I want to build a really cool farm for this and put a really cool massive cherry tree build on top of it. I think I should put the cherry blossom island over here in this kind of archipelago, because it's going to be a semi-automatic farm. I think I'm far enough away now. Let's see how this goes, shall we? So the lore for this island is that the structure that's eventually going to be on it is built by me, because the style is so different from all of the stone architecture that's on some of the other islands. That is canonically built by the race of ancient builders that originally rose these islands up. My character has come along and repurposed some of these islands for their own builds, which is what we're seeing here, as well as for things like the main base island. Hi, it's now the next day, and if you haven't figured out by this camera angle, I've managed to get a few of my mods back. But the most important mod I've got back since then is Litematica. So now I can actually have my schematics of my 1.20 builds, which means I can probably continue on the base sooner than I expected. So I did decide to cut the montage a little bit short. I just built the base islands here because I kind of wanted to do a little bit of on-camera building. So I have got this little platform down here with pretty much all the stuff I'll need in there. Got all the kind of foliage I want to add, quartz and calcite and white blocks, and all the different colourful blocks I need. One thing I have forgotten, which is actually going to be used for the trees mainly, is some nether bricks, and I'm not entirely sure if I already have nether bricks in my storage system here. I call it a storage system, but it's definitely more of a chest monster. And if you're wondering why I want nether bricks in particular, it's because I found they match with the new cherry wood the best, because obviously the actual plank version of the cherry wood is a totally different colour. One thing I can do in the meantime though is I want to play around with the new decorated pots. Now I don't have any of the pottery shards, so now that I have 4 bricks here, I should be able to craft one of the pots. Yeah, I just unlock the recipe there. So I think it's that, right? Yeah, that is such a cool item. There is so much potential for... okay, if you don't silk touch it, it breaks into bricks. I didn't know that. I already put out a video exploring like all the different possibilities with the decorated pot. So while I'm waiting for the thing to smelt, I can probably just get on with actually building the main structure here. Originally, I was going to kind of try and build this entire island on the fly, but it turned out that my like ambition for it was actually a bit more than what I could do on the fly. So I decided to design something for it, especially after I found out that I could actually have Litematica. I thought I might as well go all out and design something pretty awesome looking for it. And honestly, this build I'm doing is pretty cool. I think it's probably one of my favorite like actual buildings I've ever made in Minecraft. I gotta say, I love the sounds of these blocks. I think one really underrated thing in Minecraft is the sound design. But they put like a lot of effort into actually making all the new blocks have unique sounds to them, and these ones are quite pleasing to the ears. So as you can see, that's the kind of color palette we're going for. Mainly the kind of pink and purple colors with a few other colors sprinkled in there. The purpose of this build is to house a farm that's going to go inside it, a very small farm, but it's going to be a machine that will automatically farm these things, the new pink petals. So I'm probably going to be using these quite a lot, to be honest. And for the end caps of these roofs here, I'm doing an interesting technique that I really like doing for the kind of end bits of the roofs here, where you place a stair on the end like this, and then you just give it some extra shape using a trapdoor on the edge, and then a trapdoor on the top, and it gives it that nice little like curved shaping on there. That technique is perfect for like fantasy builds. Yeah, I really like how that looks. Okay, so it's definitely not done, but I've done quite a lot of building on camera here. I think I'll go ahead and add all the finishing touches and all the rest of the details and stuff. The main structure, as you can see, is pretty much finished. I just need to add all like the finer details and finish up the windows and things. There it is. Doesn't that look cute? I really like how this... I'm falling... This is a style that I haven't really built in before. It's kind of new to me, but I think this first build in this kind of more like cutesy, like fantasy-ish style is really nice. Oh yeah. One thing I found while I was actually going out to get these coral blocks, as I was going out to get those, I happened to stumble across a shipwreck, and I found a couple of these new smithing templates. So I want to try and experiment with these real quick and see what these look like. How do I craft this? I need diamonds, a cobblestone, and the thing itself. So yeah, you can duplicate them basically. What you can do is you can just like spend diamonds basically and craft as many as you can afford. So I'm just gonna craft like 2 more, so I have 4 now. So then I can use 1 on each armor piece here and then still have 1 left over. Yeah, this is a new UI. Let's take my armor off. Okay, I believe that these are like all of the materials that you can use to color these. I think you can also use netherite, but I don't have any netherite currently. Nope, I did forget one. I forgot you could do amethyst in this. So let's see what it'll look like on the helmet here. So what color would look good? Let's just do gold on netherite. That's pretty cool looking. I like the pattern here. Let's see what it looks like on the leggings. Oh, this one's cool. I like this. I'm quite liking the purple of the amethyst. What does white look like? Interesting. Red is cool. I do like kind of the diamond encrusted one. I think I'll do diamond. Oh, you get an achievement for that as well. How's that looking? Oh, that is cool. That is cool. I think this is a really good feature for like customization, and I will probably experiment with a lot of different armor trims, but this one that I've done here, which is just the coast one, oh, this is amazing. So anyway, yeah, the build, let's have a look at it, shall we? I love the color palette on this. The cherry wood goes so well with the nether bricks and the crimson stuff. I've used a crimson door here. I really like this technique. I've shown that in its own video where you can put the flower pot inside the pot and almost have them as like large flower pots there. And then coming inside here, it's quite a small room on the inside because most of it is taken up with the redstone contraption here. And this is a redstone contraption to farm the pink petals. You just put the bone meal in this chest, and then if you flip the lever out here, that piston extends and it starts shooting bone meal out of the dispenser here, which I've actually run out of. And it's able to collect in the chest because this mud block isn't a full block. The items drop right through it into the hopper. Right now, I'm probably gonna like do some decoration with them. I probably put a brain coral out there, and then I'll just dot a few of these around. And I've got some of the other pink flowers. I think literally just placing the flowers down here could work. That's a cute little garden. It gives a nice little bit of life there. And as you can see here, I have added a couple of holes in these islands because I want to add in a couple of ponds. So let's go ahead and fill up these with some water real quick. And now I'd love to add a little bit of extra vegetation and plant life to this. And then a few flowers. I find that these blue orchids look quite nice as little flowers that would go like near water. And then I'm just gonna like dot a few moss carpets around because I find it gives some nice like variation and texture to moss surfaces. So it's not all flat, it's like, you know, it has a bit of variation in height. Ever so subtle, but I do like it. You may have noticed this little guy in my inventory as well. I'm gonna stick him in there. We have to name him though so he won't despawn. What should we call him? Let's go with Charles. I like Charles. And I forget what colour this axolotl actually is, so I guess we'll find out. Oh, it's pink. Oh, he's pink. That is perfect. That is lovely. Little bit of extra life there. Now I just realised I could do a building technique that I absolutely love doing for water-based builds. It involves the coral blocks, and yeah, that's really cool. You can make a very convincing little water lily there. That is lovely. And let's do the same for this island over here. Nice. And I've got another technique I want to use here where you can make some little cattail plants, which are little like reeds that you sometimes see at lakes and ponds and things where they have the little like brown head on the top. I quite like that technique in particular. As a finishing touch for these islands, I'd like to add a couple of water streams falling off the side. Quite nice. I really love that vibe, and yeah, it's one of my favourite parts of floating islands is seeing those waterfalls falling off the side. Well, this archipelago of islands is coming on quite nicely, isn't it? I think we need to add the next bits into this, which are a couple of bridges, very simple, but also 2 custom cherry trees. Yeah, I've designed a custom cherry tree to go right here, as you might have guessed from the wood surrounding the water here, and also one that'll go on its own island here. So maybe now when I turn around, the cherry tree will be done. That is pretty cool, isn't it? I find it quite fun to do organics. I'm not the best at organics, but I'm certainly getting better, and I really like how this particular cherry tree came out. I think it looks pretty good at all angles, to be honest. But that's not the only cherry tree I want to add here. I'd like to add one right here. So in order to get over there, we'll need to install a bridge, which I've already built in my schematic here. So let's go ahead and put that in. Lovely, very simple bridge, but I don't think it needed to be any more complicated than that. While we're at it, there's also a bridge that needs to go at this end as well. Very nice. Again, simple, but I do like the shaping of this one in particular. Definitely looks like it flows nicely. It's kind of like got that hanging effect to it. And now there's only one last thing to add to the island, and it's this last cherry tree. So if I turn around now, the cherry tree will be finished. Wow, look at that, huh? That is so beautiful, I think. This angle is especially cool, I think. There's still a couple of extra details I'd like to add here. Very nice. I wanted this tree in particular to have like the vibe of some kind of like shrine or some little like relaxing area. You know, you got like the candles. And when I built these trees, I also went in and added a bunch of different foliage to the island just to make them look a little bit more complete. A bunch of tall grass, a bunch of ferns. I think they work very well in adding just a little bit of extra foliage, making the whole places look a little bit more complete. So overall, I really like these islands. They are not 100% done yet. I still need to texture the islands, but I think I will do that in between videos. And I think we still have a little bit of time left for this video. So lastly, I'd like to go and search for some excavation sites to try and do a little bit of archaeology in this video. I kind of want to see if I can find any of like the desert stuff. There is some portion of my mining desert over here that is not yet generated. So I'm thinking if I fly over there, there may be a desert well or a desert temple. So I'm quite excited to find out what you can get from archaeology. I know you can get the pottery shards, but I'm assuming there's other items and stuff that you can get from it too. So we're almost there now. We're in the red sand desert and we're about to be generating new chunks. The two main things we're looking for in a desert are the desert wells and the desert temples. There's a village over there which has some interesting generation. Part of this is on a floating island of its own. I guess the villagers are taking after my own building style there. I like the little quirks of Minecraft generation, but I think I saw out the corner of my eye. Yes, there's a desert well over here. Oh, yes, that is suspicious sand. This is regular sand. That's suspicious sand. Okay, this is gonna be cool. I'm not sure how many blocks of suspicious sand generate under here, so we'll have a look. There's definitely at least one. Let's see what we get. Oh, we're getting one of the pottery shards. Respecting the remnants. Brush a suspicious block to obtain a pottery shard. Oh, cool. Arms up. So that's the one you get here, I guess. I guess this is maybe exclusive to desert wells. Now, is there any more under here? Oh, yes, there is. What are we getting? A stick, I think. Yep, we got a stick. Beautiful. Now, is that it? Yes, that seems to be it. I'm kind of glad they finally gave the desert well a use, because it's been such a useless structure all this time. Like, I understand that some of the structures are just there for like flair and decoration and stuff, but I think it's nice for everything to have some kind of gameplay use, even if it is a small one like this. Oh, but in this desert temple, I haven't opened the chest yet, so we got some of the smithing templates in here. I think it's pretty cool that because of how loot generation works, you can get new stuff in structures that you've already generated but haven't looted yet. There is another temple here. Oh, wait, what? Did this temple generate with a lava lake inside of it? That is pretty cool. Wow, I love the little quirks of Minecraft sometimes, they're fun. Let's see, yep, there's some more of the armor templates in here. There looks to be a little bit more desert over here that's not generated, so let's have a look if there's anything over there. No desert wells, but there's a lot of these azalea trees, which means there's gonna be a massive lush cave under here. Not what I'm looking for right now, but I think that's pretty cool. Hey, look, there's a desert temple here in new chunks, which means there should be some suspicious sand here somewhere. Yes, it's got sand in it, and it should have some suspicious sand. So yeah, it looks like you kind of want to dig around here, but you want to do it in such a way that you don't destroy any of the suspicious sand, because if you break that block or let it fall, it just gets destroyed forever. Yeah, I think that was one I just destroyed. It made a different sound. I should probably not use my Instamine shovel, huh? I should probably use my fist actually, so I don't make any mistakes like I just did there. Oh, there's one there. Let's see what we get. Oh, a shard. Oh, a sherd, sorry, we got a sherd. That is the skull pottery sherd. Oh, a different one. That is the prize, the one that looks like a diamond. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that's another one of the skull. Another shard. And the archer shard, or sherd, I keep saying shard. Oh, an emerald, cool. This is really cool. They've added like a little extra area into the desert temples now. It kind of adds a little bit of extra story, a little bit of more lore, I guess, to what these temples were for. I ended up getting so addicted to the archaeology system that I recorded for another hour after this. So I don't want to lengthen this video any longer than it has to be. So at the start of the next video, that footage will be included. So you'll see my escapades at the trail ruins in the next video, and all my loot from my various adventures.